Hello, everyone. Welcome to what is it? Season 19 now. I feel like that is a lot of seasons. Granted, they're all just 1 week long. I have decided to be first today. Nobody actually got first yet.
3 points.
Right. Nah, I'm just curious to see if people are actually paying attention. Nope.
The answer is nope.
Yeah, I just wanted to just seeing how it goes. Ian is 10th. So far, nobody has said anything in the correct order. Right?
Nope.
Nope. Not a single person has said first, second, or third. And oh, we have first. Let's see if anybody else figures it out. Oh, we have second. And nope, nothing. All right.
I got so excited.
And then Craig comes in with first bitches. No, that is not true. You had very many chances to be first, and you weren't. So let's see. It looks like Ian got here first, but said
10th.
Said 10th. Danny came here second and said second, but nobody had said first. Melissa came in third and said third, but nobody had said first yet. Emily also said third.
Fourth, but said third.
Yeah. Then
Craig came in fifth, but said first, bitches.
Then Denny said first, and then Melissa said second. And then Danny said, I was trying to give Keith 3 points. I don't get points. And Craig missed out on a point because he could have said third and gotten a point. But instead, Emily stole it from him. He went for first bitches instead. Shaggy is here. That's great. We have 10 because I'm 10th. I see what you're going for. Shaggy, thanks for hosting us. Someone else hosted us as well, and I didn't catch who that was. But thank you for doing that. It's Monday. Hockey's back. We're very excited about that. Good Lord, are we happy about that?
We were almost late to the show because of that.
Yeah, because it went into overtime, and then it went into a shootout, and that ended just like 7 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it was pretty great. Emily says I did. I don't know about that. We do not have 10. There's no way.
We have 6.
Yeah, we have 6. Yes, Craig, I know the Capitals definitely your favorite sports team of all time, only because you've heard of them.
Now he's saying go Penguins. Remember that time that you had people come to Glory Days because there was a Caps Pens game and it was my birthday or something?
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
And Craig was like, I'm here to support the Penguins because I'm from Pittsburgh and it annoys you.
That it's more truth that he actually does things just to annoy you. I think we have a lot of that. Danny went to a virtual open mic tonight at work. It was me, the executive assistant, and the executive director. And then one person showed up, so obviously couldn't get out of the reading something tonight when the executive assistant, Volin, told me to go first. Oh. So what did you end up reading? Close Calls is here with a variable, it looks like. 7th is what Close Calls is, but we filled in the X for you. Smiles is also here as 8th. I don't follow the sports ball or the flat disc, or disc not really a ball. That is true. And nor do you have to, but we also really enjoy it. So
we really, really do.
And it's fun. It's fun to watch people who are very good at what they do, doing what they do. Even if it is not for the betterment of society
Patrick's
anyway.
here.
Patrick is 42nd, he says, or otherwise known as 9th. But yeah, it was very exciting. Capitals did lose in the shootout, but but I think it was overall a pretty good game against a really difficult Lightning's team, a very good Lightning's team. So I'm pretty happy with it. And this round robin bit right before it goes into the actual like tournament, the actual like playoffs, not really worth a lot. It's going to decide who you play in the playoffs, but you can't be like eliminated from it. So
it's basically like playing the last few games of the season when you already know you're in the playoffs.
Right. And so I'm not terribly worried about it. I think that they went toe to toe with them pretty well. And I feel like they've probably got another gear when things start actually mattering.
Getting serious.
I think maybe they're holding back a little and not quite throwing themselves. They like to like hit and get physical, and they weren't terribly hitting and physical for the first half of this game at least. So I read a selection walking through the seasons by Marilyn Webb Negley, which is basically the only secular book in my room that is not written by my former writing professor, who writes about his times being drunk in a book called Drunken in the Woods, or theology books. Okay. Well, good. Well, that's a good open mic thing to go with, I think. Since my workplace is about supporting our client not to do drugs or get blackout drunk with the goal of finding housing, I figured I should read that book. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so there we go. Still waiting on our last participant. One more person who can participate. This is great. This is season 19. 1 week away from season 20. 20 weeks.
I'm going to be gone for so much of this season.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do it all myself, I think. So you've got all the questions and answers for me, but I'll be running it entirely myself, which means people probably won't show up. That's usually, whenever you're not here, they're like, no, Caitlin, I'm not interested.
And I won't tell them which days I'm gone.
It is Thursday and Friday.
And Wednesday.
You're always gone Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's a given. I didn't have to announce that one. We house them, but we suggest they don't get drunk or maybe get some help. Yeah. I think that's good.
That sounds like Cornerstones.
Cornerstones. Okay. That is a charity that we give a bunch of stuff to.
Yeah.
Here in Reston, it is like a homeless shelter, but it's more than that. It's really a cool program where they try to actually get people like up and working and things like that. Hopefully Kittens with Diarrhea aren't keeping two of the trivia players, typical trivia players. Yeah, that seemed to be what caused last night. We found that out later. Craig shared the show. It didn't make a noise. Facebook doesn't make a noise when you share, which I wish it did so I would look up. But that doesn't happen for some reason. So, yeah. We've got a couple minutes left before we get the show going.
Before the end times.
Before they changed the name, by the way. I thought this was interesting in the game. Instead of sudden death overtime, it was sudden victory overtime. We're going a little less dark with it.
All right.
Yeah. I thought that was interesting that they
Sudden
made a change
victory.
on that. Yeah.
I like the idea of sudden victory.
Like,
ta-da, victory.
like you're just like, oh my goodness, this popcorn's pretty good. Oh, I won? I totally won. Oh, wow. It's like lottery, like you win the lottery victory. Yeah, we do housing first up here. So the concept is if we get people in housing first without barriers, then everything else will be easier to deal with, and we're happy to support them finding detox or connecting to a therapist. Yeah, I've seen some like studies on that and everything. I think that having a house matters a lot in the whole process, so that's probably a good way to do it. Oh, get over it. That's such a foo feel good. Look, I did something move. Yeah, I mean, they didn't announce it, right? The reason I think it's different is it's when you go like, hey, everyone, we've decided, CBS is now going to call it Sudden Victory from now on because because of the death of somebody or because of mass shootings or whatever, then I'm like, oh, calm your tits. But they did it just subtly. They didn't mention it at all. They just
We
changed.
don't actually technically know that all announcers are saying that. We just
Yeah.
know that Joby and Locker are.
So it's interesting that it's like I have no problem just changing the nomenclature a bit, right? Like a couple times they used to say that the what was it, the goalie froze the puck when they put their glove over it, and a couple times I've heard them say melt the puck now, which is interesting. So I think you're allowed to have some like creative like license with it, and so I don't mind whatsoever. I thought it was interesting.
So Joby keeps winning Emmys.
Right. He does win Emmys, so
I have bad news.
are they consistently calling it sudden victory, or could this be a boom goes the dynamite situation? I don't know. Tonight I heard it a couple of times, so I don't know if it's consistent or not, but we will keep you abreast of the situation. Danny says we also provide financial help to maintain housing and finding a job, or SSDI, or setting a goal for a job. I don't know what an SSDI is, but
Social Security Disability Income.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
NBCSN, Frank.
Yes. For the at least for the Capitals game, that was what we were watching. So you can see I've got a Capitals hat. Well, this is it just says NHL on this side, but on the back it says Capitals. All right. So it is 7:11. Unfortunately, we have only 9 people in, so it looks like we do not have enough people for the show tonight, unfortunately. So let's go and do shares. Let's do shares. Shares.
Something's happening.
What's happening?
In the chat.
What's happening? Oh, Mordecai says hi. Yeah, but it was already 11, 12, or 7:12.
Yep.
So we're out. We are done.
Going to bed.
At some point we have to like call it, right?
Boundaries, people.
We have to have boundaries. All right, so this is our boundary. Technically 7:10 is our boundary, but
Yeah. We were late on our boundary.
we were late on our boundary already, and then 7:12 is when it actually happened. So we're wrapping up is what we're doing. So let's go get our shares. Craig and Emily get points.
If it weren't raining, we could take a walk.
We could.
But it is, so we won't.
Hey, we have to be here on time, folks. Just saying.
Yeah. I have to make questions every day.
Yeah. We don't get a day off. So I think everybody else can show up as well if you don't have other things to do, and if you have other things to do, that's awesome.
Good for you.
That's what we want you to do. Do other things.
Please do other things.
Yeah. Don't
Please
rely
don't
on
be
this.
dependent on these two idiots for
No.
entertainment.
You're not upsetting us at all if you get together with friends and, have a happy hour or anything like that. That's great. We did this because there weren't other things. No, you should wrangle kittens. That's way
Wrangle
more
kittens.
important.
It's a priority.
Yeah, do that. Emily and Shaggy and Trey
got
also
it.
get share points.
Your fucking best friend isn't hosting us.
I know. What the hell? He's probably hosting someone else. All right. So that is it, everybody. We do have an announcement, though. We can make an announcement.
We can make an announcement.
Right. Since this was the first show of the season, this is when we traditionally, during halftime, announce the winner. But since we're not going to have a halftime, I think we can do that now. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new winner this season. Someone who will be getting... Oh, I should show the shirt. Let's get the shirt out. Let's do this all
Mistake.
officially.
Taunt me relentlessly
Look
for
at
not
this.
holding up that shirt in time.
Da, 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 da. We have shiny feet. What? You will win that shirt. We will send you a shirt of the size that you would like within the sizes that we already have, which is fairly good. I mean, we have a good sizing. So we have an announcement. Someone who has won. Who is the winner?
Frank Calls!
Yeah, Frank! Otherwise known as Close Calls. You are this season's
Frank.
winner. And I think like straight up, right?
Straight up.
Like straight up. So we have a rule that people can only win a t-shirt once, right? And so what we'll do from week to week is people who are who have won a t-shirt, we go down below them, and the person with the highest score that has not won a t-shirt, they get one. So we hand out a t-shirt every week, assuming there's someone new at least. But we've had a couple weeks now where we've had some straight up winners, like people who have beaten all of the other folks despite the fact that those folks have had t-shirts. And this is one of those weeks. Frank Close Calls flat out beat all you all.
With 250 points.
Yeah, like trounced you. And I think, didn't Patrick do that as well? I feel like Patrick was a straight up winner.
I think Nico was.
Was Nico a straight up winner? Somebody, people may know, but
Patrick.
But anyhow, we've had some.
Yep, 250 points. The big boost was that he got the Wager Wednesday for 93 points.
Yeah.
Because he got
the Trend.
The Trend Tuesday for 56 points.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll add it up with Monday stuff. Won a couple matchups on Matchup Monday. Got a few questions right first on Wednesday, so got more than 10 points. And then bet it all, doubled his points. So he won 93 extra points.
Yeah. And then finished out the week strong. So Shaggy says, I'm the only a straight up loser. Shaggy, we sent you a t-shirt, didn't we?
Yeah.
We've sent you a t-shirt. You're a winner. You liar.
And then he got a whole bunch of points on Theme Thursday as well.
Yes, that's right. All right. So congratulations. Close Calls, just send us a private message, and we just need to know what size t-shirt you want and where you want it shipped to. And we will send that out as soon as we make it out to the post office, along with a bunch of other t-shirts that we need to get out to people.
We'll do it in a batch.
We'll do it in a batch. We keep saying that, but we will. We promise.
But now we really will.
All right. So that is it. If you want to be one of the first people at the show, usually 7 o'clock is when we start. Sometimes a little early, sometimes a little late. You'll want to follow and subscribe and turn on notifications so it lets you know when we've gone live. And then you have 10 minutes to get here, so you can take your time on that. But if you're one of the first 3 people and you say first, second, or third in that order, in the correct order, then you get points for that. So that's cool. If we're not going to do the show for whatever reason, we'll post that up on social media. So you probably want to follow us on A Wasted Hour on Twitter and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. We also have a secret group called Another Wasted Group where we talk about what the future of this is all going to look like. We also have a podcast that started all this. It's got some really difficult trivia in it. Lots of comedy, some crazy news, and music from the Washington, D.C. area that you've probably never heard of before, but lots of very talented people. Check it out. Another Wasted Hour, anywhere you can get podcasts. Subscribe. Give us a review and some stars if the platform allows for it. And we would appreciate that. And I think that's it, right? Those are all the things. So we'll do Blue again tomorrow night. Our winner, technically, I guess, being Close Calls, but not necessarily for the night. So congratulations again to Close Calls. Everyone, please stay safe, stay healthy. When you're going outside, especially in places where there are other people, please take the appropriate precautions to keep yourself healthy. And shout out to all the people who have been essential workers through all of this. So that is it, everyone. What is the final word of the night?
Speculation.
So there's some speculation that we will be on tomorrow at 7 o'clock, assuming we have enough people. So until 7 o'clock tomorrow, everyone have a good night.
Bye-bye.